best Rolling Stones time? What do you got over there?
I'm guessing that Steve has the most experience on that.
I think I can do better than.
Oh, you're gonna one up. You're gonna up the game.
I think I can do better than that.
Can I do a stick tone?
Yeah, that's all I can do. That's what I'm thinking. You stole my idea. I was gonna make a stick person and a big tone.
Let's see.
Batman works.
A little bit Batman. Oh, we got some tea. Right.
It's pretty
All right.
good.
Oh, hey.
It is pretty good.
What is it? All right. Buen Dia Puerto. Welcome to our 4th official episode. That's on our next episode. On this episode today, we're going to be covering a lot of interesting topics. Mark Cuban is back, I believe. I've been told. I literally just got in off a plane from Dallas, and I told that he would be here this time.
I actually heard his helicopter is stuck at the gate.
Helicopter stuck at the gate.
Yeah,
all right,
so
we're going to try to resolve
might
that.
have to be next week, but
All right, we'll
see.
send some people over there to try to resolve that issue with Mark at the gate. All right, they're working on it. All right. Okay. What else? Karina, what are we going to talk about today?
family events, of course. I will update you with new things that have come to light this week.
Yep. Retrograde, tequila tasting, blind tequila tasting.
Wait, is that what's going on? We're in retrograde?
We are.
Welcome to our retrograde episode. We could see a lot of pineapple in today's episode. Chelsea. All right.
It's a
Sports.
disaster. Can't score a goal. We spent 650 million on new players. That's a world record. Can't score a goal.
Okay, so we'll be talking about Chelsea. We'll be talking about decibel levels and.
The Dewey decibel system, I believe.
That's right.
we're talking
I had a
about that.
band called the Dewey Decibel System back in the day. Yeah. Right.
How many records did you put out?
We put out a few.
Really?
Yeah.
We got a little bit of
Put out a few.
entertainment news. Some entertainment
All right, we
news
have some
today.
entertainment news. We have a great special guest on today's show.
We do actually.
We're going to talk about insurance and expat insurance and all kinds of, I don't know. I'm going to learn a lot about this. Go ahead.
I'm a little bit confused about. We call it cha-cha.
Well, Cha-Cha's going to be here. Launa.
That's not a real name.
We'll get into that. We'll ask her that when she comes
we
out.
need
What you got, Karina?
Remember, folks, we're in retrograde, so this show could go completely backwards. We don't know what
And
we're
I
doing
will
today.
explain why.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I want to thank Angela before we forget of Burton Creations for these lovely new Buen Dia Puerto cups. Thank you.
Angela.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ange.
Yes. All right.
150 pesos.
If you're interested, leave something in the comments, and we'll.
I get 10% commission.
Let's get to some of our viewer comments before we start
I like
on our
that.
hot
Let's
topic,
do that.
because people have been commenting and we appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, do all that stuff. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh wait, first of all, Brandi is still not with us. She's at yoga camp, an extended yoga camp, I believe, something like that. Anyway,
That's the rumor.
we already talked to Where were we? What was I doing? Reader comments.
Come on, read a comment.
Retrograde comments.
Great comments.
Sandra says, hi, and thank you for sharing. I tried to find the Hard Rock calendar for concerts and buy a ticket, but couldn't. Where do you find the information? First time listener, definitely not last. Well, Sandra, this is where we also do a retraction on the show. I would like to make a correction that I believe the Hard Rock, well, they're still not giving me a clear answer on whether or not locals can buy tickets. I know you can buy day passes, and maybe that's what they're trying to do, but the numbers that they're advertising on those ads they're sending out on Facebook are just drink and food specials and have nothing to do with tickets. And each time I reach out to them to try to get an answer on buying tickets, I just get more questions. So we'll try to get to the bottom of it, but as of now, it's just stay inside the gates. There's plenty of great music here inside Puerto to entertain you with, but hopefully we'll get that cleared up. All right, that's done. Peter says, I love the show. I am learning many new things, and I have been here on and off for 12 years. I hate the screaming pineapple, though. Well, Peter, just pineapple. You got to deal with the pineapple. We're in pineapple grade, we're going to call it.
We just did that.
We just did that.
All right, well, hey, now's your chance. Get your pineapples out right now.
Karina, do you have something to add to that?
There we go. Hey, we have tequila tasting coming up, believe it or not. We have not done it before. It's not in the, well, we don't know what's in the cup. All right. But you want to make sure you stick around for our tequila tasting today.
I'm definitely
Did we already
sticking
mention
around.
that?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Did I mention I just got off a plane? All right. Jason says, has an idea for the Naughty Dogs album title, Who Let the Dogs Out?
That's rubbish.
Yeah, rubbish. Bill says, good information, too many pineapples, Steve.
What, are you blaming me?
He's blaming you. We've already out-pineappled you this morning.
Hello? Hello? Hello.
Okay. Boat incident. All right, so we've had a lot going on out there offshore. If you're in Puerto, you notice about how often has it been happening? Once a week, every couple, there's been a lot of boats crashing into the reef.
Well, an unusual amount, like in such a short period of
But
time.
when you're smoking reefer, that's the trouble. It's going to crash.
Let's talk about the
Yeah,
boats.
the boat thing. Well, I feel bad. I know there's a lot of chat about it on social media, and I feel like there's a lot of embarrassment for the people who are boat captains on there. I'm not a boat captain, so I can't speak to what that entails, but I don't imagine it was with purpose to crash into the reef, and now it's being chimed in daily about what a disaster this is, how horrible it is. I'm sure those people are doing the best they can to deal with the situation. So I just kind of feel bad that it's a bit public shaming about it.
Who wants to crash into a
No,
reef?
well, this is the thing. I'm pretty sure it's not all boat captains who are chiming in. So if they want to give it a shot at the reef, then knock yourself out.
Well, one of the Naughty Dogs crashed into a reef, down in Bahia Principe
It's an
last year.
accident. If you're a captain, you're a captain. You're a professional. The Titanic went down. Exxon Valdez. Well, that's Juan Valdez. But yeah, just because you're a professional.
It seems to be a source of entertainment.
Yeah.
Like
probably not for the person who crashed.
No, I mean for the beach watchers or the.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot the past month or so. Do you think the high winds or currents have anything to do with pushing people off course? Maybe navigational issues?
Yeah, most likely.
It's hard to get out of that north cut.
Yeah.
I'm told you have to really know
We'll
what
go
you're
with
doing.
accident.
Okay, well, be careful out there, boaters.
Be careful out there, man.
I think the fishing report that somebody wrote that the fish are really hitting right now. They're getting a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And the weather, obviously, is sticky and warm.
Oh, it's napkin weather. We're in napkin weather time. As we affectionately
Napkin
refer
weather.
to it.
All right.
Next 5 months.
Yeah, next 5 months.
Are we ready for our guest? Let's get right to it because this comes off the topic of
I think she's in the
boat
bar.
reef incidents. You got to have the right insurance. Let's bring out Launa, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Hello.
Welcome.
Thank y'all for
Good
having
morning.
me.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. Buen Dia Puerto.
Buen Dia Puerto. Well, since we're talking about the boat,
Yes, let's
did
get
y'all
into
know
that.
they're chopping it up?
What, the
They're
boat?
chopping it up and letting it. That's how they're.
So
having
it's still
this
out there?
It's still out there, but it's being chopped up.
Oh, God.
So by Mexican law, every boat has to have liability insurance.
Liability.
By Mexican law. And my policies cover environmental damage as well as salvage and recovery.
Okay, first let's tell the people out here in the world what it is you do. What's your
I
company?
am an insurance agent and I handle all lines of insurance. I handle boat, auto, home, renters, travel, evacuation, life insurance, homeowners associations. I can do condo complexes, airplanes.
So
I
Mark
do
Cuban
everything.
can come to you for helicopter insurance.
Only
If-
if he's
if
in
only he can get in at the
only
gate.
if he's in Mexican airspace, which we seem to have a hard time getting him here. So who knows? But anyway, also that boat did get fined by Profepa. I do not know how much, but the dockmaster did.
For environmental damage?
So when they chop it up, is that going to create more environmental damage? Possibly?
I don't know. I'm not sure. And that's a really sad situation.
That's sad,
I
yeah.
heard that boat was in pristine
It
condition.
was new. Or
And it was
something, wasn't
going on a huge race, like around the world or something.
And it didn't make it out of the port?
It was headed to Cuba, from what I heard.
That's sad.
Yeah,
That is
it
sad.
really
Well,
is.
nobody was injured in that, though, right? And everyone was
I
safe.
don't think so. I don't believe so.
I think we would have heard about that.
I think so. new policy I have just got last week, golf carts. I can insure golf carts.
Wow, that's exciting news.
And those ATV things, you know, the Polaris Canyon things that look like they should be in the jungle.
Yeah.
I can insure those as well.
All right, so as a golf cart owner, why would I want to insure my golf cart?
Well,
What does that do for me?
if it gets stolen,
Oh, all right.
liability, you run over a kid.
Okay.
Or your toe.
Yeah.
Or a kid runs over you.
Or you run into somebody, you know, another golf cart.
Okay.
Yeah. Physical damage. So you get the liability, the physical damage, and theft.
So similar to an auto. That will.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it's like. It's exactly like auto insurance.
Good.
Now I want to get into the travel insurance because we have a lot of snowbirds. We have a lot of people who love PA. So I need to explain that travel insurance doesn't cover what people think it covers. It covers accidents, but your pre-existing conditions, most policies will not cover pre-existing conditions. And let me explain. High blood pressure, high cholesterol. You have a stroke or a heart attack, no coverage. This is huge. But I have two policies that do cover it. And that is huge, guys. So many people are on high blood pressure medicine, myself included. So what I recommend, of course, for our Canadians and our Americans, it's two different policies. Contact me as soon as you book your flights so that we can make sure we get you the correct policy and get you as much coverage as I possibly can. But you can't wait. You need to think about me when you're thinking about calling the airline.
So you
Not
want
an
to say,
afterthought.
would you like to say your email and website address
Yes,
and how
please.
they reach out to you?
Yeah, the best way to contact me is by email. That's the best.
Okay, go ahead
way.
and say it for the,
Oh, brockmanlana@yahoo.com.
and we'll put it on the screen too.
Yes, and I have a website as well that you can go to automatically purchase some of the travel policies. You can automatically purchase auto and home automatically through my website, and I think you were going to put my website address
Yeah, we'll put it on the screen.
bottom. You can also quote health insurance through my site for 3 companies, and if you like the rates, you can even apply. But in the case of health insurance, which I'll get into a little bit later, I prefer to talk to everybody one-on-one because there's so many variables that go into that, and I want to make sure that we structure that policy to fit that person's needs because it's complicated. And I have 7 or 8 companies, and I even have one that everybody can get. It's not going to cover everything you want it to cover, but
it's
catastrophic.
something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since I brought that up, I may as well move ahead to it. I'm going to drive home why this is so important. Give you an example. There was a lady in Pommel, and so I'm going to read what was on social media. 1 week ago, after a horrific car crash, Lisa's family has learned Lisa needs emergency surgery on her lung today in order to save her life. All funds have been exhausted, including the home she sold, as well as her children's savings and credit lines. The immediate funds for her surgery what they need. They've already gotten. Now think about all the money they've already gotten up to this point. They still need $50,000 for that surgery. They've lost everything. And not just that, they've lost their Mexican lifestyle. They now have to move back. And my catastrophic insurance plan
Would cover that, yeah. How much would a plan like that cost?
It's
the average person?
individual. It's based upon male, female, age, and there's just again so many different variables that can go into it. So we covered health a little bit sooner than I thought. Now we're going to discuss a policy that's actually easier to get than health insurance, and that's life insurance. Believe it or not, because there's only one plan. So I have this new company, And there's no medical exam for most. There's an online application that can be done in about 15 minutes. It's all digital, no signatures required. Now, and again, some pre-existing conditions that are not covered in the health policy can be covered through this life insurance plan. And to me, there's so many different things that life insurance can be used for that people don't know about. But the one exciting thing about these policies is I add a rider that's called return of premium, which means you're not losing a dime. If you have purchased a 15-year term and you're alive that last day of that 15, you get all your money back. You haven't lost a dime. Another thing that it can be used for, there's a buy-sell agreement. Let's say you have two people who they own a business, two partners. Both of them can have a life insurance policy with each other being the beneficiary. One passes away, the business can continue.
Oh, that's great.
And there's a bunch of others. It can be used for estate planning. Beneficiaries can actually, a charity can be designated. But anyone with kids or a spouse should have life insurance. Without it, and guys, it's the best way to show love.
Yeah.
There is not another way. There is not. My father.
It's a
for
great
instance,
gift idea. That's what you're saying too.
That's it. But like my own father passed away, and he provided for us. You know, knowing that once something happened to him, we lost his income, and he made sure that we were okay. So it's definitely something that's necessary. And I think that might
Be sure to get insured, everyone. When tell us the website again. So
It's Brockman. Oh, the website is Launa Insurance.
and that's Launa.
Launa. Yeah, Launa Insurance. I think I'm so bad. I don't remember my own website.
Yeah.
We'll get it sorted and put it on the screen.
We're also
Very
in retrograde.
much. Thank you. And evacuation plan. I have an
Okay.
evacuation plan. And this works really well for people who can't qualify for a comprehensive plan. Because one of the policies has a $60,000 cash advance included. And that can be for expats as well as those who travel. It doesn't include any medical coverage, but guys, think about it. Especially the people on Medicare. These are the ones where my heart gets broken because the rates go up really high at the age of 65. And if they're on Medicare, we can find them a catastrophic only plan. And then they've got that evac plan, they got that $60,000 cash advance. They can be evac'd back to the States. And it's not where it has to be determined to be medically necessary like most of them do. In this case, they can choose to be flown back.
Oh, that's good.
So,
Well, thanks, Launa. That was very informative.
Amazing.
Anybody have
Thank
any
you.
questions?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
and I have other lines of business and stuff. I do all lines of insurance.
Be sure to leave your questions in the comments too. And
Fantastic.
Lana does read the comments because she's left a few for us, which has been really great. Thanks for being here. We appreciate
Thanks,
it.
y'all,
Lana.
for having
And
me.
again, the website will be on the thing. And I know Steve's going to play some music coming up for us today. He's our musical guest. But before we get there, Karina, what do you have?
So the movie theater. which
Oh, the movie theater.
We talked about last episode. We were waiting for it to open. It's officially open. The Shadrawi Mall.
What movies are playing?
I don't know that information.
Ooh.
But I do
All right,
know
we'll
that
find
there's
out.
5 screens, so it's bigger than I expected, and it's 45 pesos per movie for kids or adults.
That's
which is
great.
Amazing. And Tuesday is buy one get one free.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. 2 for 1.
English,
2 for 1
Spanish?
Tuesdays.
What can
great
we
question.
expect?
Currently, all the movies are in Spanish, but they said they're planning soon to have some English movies with Spanish subtitles. That's
Well,
coming.
do they have? I doubt they would have English subtitles on the Spanish films. But it's a good way to learn some more
That's what I'm
Spanish.
hearing. We're gonna be fluent in Spanish in a couple of weeks.
I think we need to go do an outing
All right, field trip.
at the cinema. Okay, what else you got?
That's what I got this week.
Well, as we spoke about, we're in a retrograde. We entered it on the 21st. It's continuing till May 14th. Basically, what that means for us is chaos. Mercury retrograde.
That sounds normal.
Yeah,
normal.
They're never great. We get a lot of things like technical difficulties, miscommunication, frustration, a lot of
Basically,
delays.
this morning.
Yeah. It's suggested not to sign contracts during this time, so don't file for divorce. Wait till the 14th. Because your spouse is probably going to drive you nuts over the next couple of weeks.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, apparently Gemini, the zodiac sign Gemini, are the most sensitive in Mercury retrograde. So, yeah, they're also saying refrain from sign. Yeah,
That's why
refrain
my
from
son
signing
isn't
contracts.
picking up the phone then.
It's basically going to be very challenging and disruptive.
Gemini.
So we should hide in our house.
Yeah,
If you're
basically
Till the 14th.
stay home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Steve.
What play?
I think this is your segment.
All right, I'm going to play a song I never played before.
No, this is your talking
Sports.
segment.
Oh, sports. I'm
What
going
you
to play
got?
a song I never played before. That's going to be sport.
Yeah.
No, Chelsea, yeah? I'll do a little Chelsea segment. I'll use one word, disaster. So we got a new management. They bought the club for $5.5 billion. They spent $650 billion on new players, and we can't score a goal. That's it. Put your suggestions down in the box below and subscribe. The NFL draft, by the way, because it was COVID, is going to be different. Because there were 2 years off COVID, and so there's players who would have been drafted, but now they had 2 years, and so the draft is going to be massive. It's a deep draft.
Deep draft.
I won't even put my tennis shoes on.
Wow.
I want to play for the Lakers.
They're
With
not in
tennis
the
shoes.
NFL.
I saw Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I actually shook hands with Michael Jordan.
Wow.
But that's my own personal.
Those are basketball players, Steve.
Those are my basketball stories, bro.
But the NFL is
All right, that's
never mind,
football.
never
That's
mind.
football.
I think it's worth mentioning that the Toronto Maple Leafs pulled out a
I used to
win.
support the LA Raiders.
Or we could support the LA
They
Raiders.
moved out from Oakland down to LA, and then
No,
became the
they're
LA Raiders.
Las Vegas. All right, okay.
And then they moved back to Oakland, and then they moved to Las Vegas. I'm not supporting a team that moves around geographically. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? If Chelsea moved to Manchester, I'm not supporting them. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? I mean,
Do you support
No.
the Toronto Maple Leafs win the other night?
well, only because you like them.
They pulled it out. It was the second period. They were losing 4-1. My brother turned off the game. He was so frustrated and woke up the next morning to see that in
Look,
overtime the Toronto Maple
I
Leafs
like sports.
beat Tampa 5-4.
I like sports. But what's the worst sport in the world?
Do you know who Nick Nurse is?
You know, there's a thing called hurling, where they polish the ice, and they it's amazing.
Curling.
It's curling.
Curling.
It's not hurling.
Hurling is something
is after
happens
we drink
after
tequila.
the tequila test.
Our cooking segment today.
All right.
Okay, speaking of the NBA,
What's the worst sport ever? Come on, let's have some ideas.
I think hurling. Then now that you mention it.
who am I talking to? What's up?
Yeah.
I got one. Synchronized swimming.
You don't like
What's that all
synchronized
about? There's a bunch of legs sticking out of the swimming pool, right? They're all underwater, and it's like they're in synchronization. I'm
Is
like,
it a sport? I like George Carlin's bit. If there's not a ball involved, it's not a sport.
It's got a point.
Well, there's a ball involved in the NBA.
It's a sport.
It's a sport.
Yeah.
Nick Nurse got fired. Toronto Raptors after he took them to
Why?
an NBA win. Who fires Nick Nurse? I'm sure he's already been rehired today.
I don't know. I don't follow the.
I used to fire people as a.
Mark Cuban
I
can talk
fi-
about this. How are we doing on that, by the way? Is he still outside
I
the
was
gates?
really good at firing people.
Yeah.
Like what I said to them, I was in a band. I used to fire a lot of musicians because they couldn't do their job. Like, I don't care what you do on your off time.
I think Cuban's going to cancel as a.
But if you can't do your
segment.
job,
So did you play
Based on our-
sports while you were in the band? Were you a sports
well, it was my
enthusiast?
band. I could fire anyone I want. I actually should have fired myself, but I mean,
I think that was a
It wasn't an
retrograde
option.
communication.
Speaking of
Clearly
firing,
we're retrograde.
let's talk about decibel levels.
what are you talking
If you've
about?
seen the Naughty Dogs at the Naughty Burrow on a Monday night, you
Yeah.
know, sometimes it can get a little loud.
Really?
But yeah, really.
You always turn me down. I don't like it.
Well, that's not me. We don't.
You're my decibel level.
Yeah. Well,
It just turns me
It's the
down.
Dewey decibel system, as we
I don't
like
like
to
it.
say. Right?
Hey,
Let's get you mic'd up for your song. I think I'm
All right.
really interested
All right.
in hearing what
This
you're
is
going to
gonna be
perform for us today. Yes.
Cannot wait.
Decibel level. Steve's too loud. That's the bottom line.
are you prepared?
Maybe we'll talk about it next week. Decibel's a ratio, everybody, just so you know that. When you can't institute a specific number, basically. It's not a number without the distance involved. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Yeah, decibel's a ratio. So you have to have the distance and whether you're talking about a source point or you're talking about time over distance, how much time is involved.
So it's
There's-
not accurate, is what you're saying. It's
Most of the time, it's
impossible
not
to be
accurate. You have to be very specific when you put in laws and regulations about decibel limits. A lot of time, municipalities don't get that part of it right. They don't understand its equation. But you have to put in basically a point. You know, if it's like so many feet from a property line, etc. But the hard part about that in a community like this is the architecture and the structures
Right.
of everything here is so variable.
So how sound bounces and travels.
How it
across
travels,
water.
it gives different establishments an advantage or disadvantage. So if that's not taken into consideration, you know, it can create, you know, it's an
Yeah.
issue.
And does it matter like if the bar is packed and everybody's chatting?
Yeah, absolutely, because that
changes?
creates sound pressure levels. So the more people that are talking in any given space, it's going to create more pressure on their ears, and it's going to be more shouting, and sound is going to be louder. So yeah, there's a lot to be said about that stuff. So there's some municipalities just have blanket policies where if they just get too many complaints, they'll come out and give warnings, and they don't go by a specific number because numbers are hard to regulate when it
Yeah.
comes down to that. Because traffic talking, you know, the dolphins exceed the decibel level.
I wonder what our cackling.
Our laugh exceeds the decibel level.
But I highly encourage people to check it out. Steve, what do you got for us today? What are you going to perform?
Well, what I'm going to do is it's a backstory here. So when rap came out, my son's a rapper. I was like, I listened to all this rap music, and he used to turn me on to 50 Cent, Eminem, and all those cats. I was like, I'm listening to it, like, oh yeah, they got something. I said, but then I'm a rock and roll old style dude. I thought I can write a rap tune. I'm pretty sure I could do it. It's like, it's rubbish. It's like, you know, they just go, well, I was a drive-by, did a ding, it's like, whatever, like. It's all about the riff. So I came up with a riff and went. So I came up with that. So then I said, all right, what am I singing about? I had a great first line. So it was like. I'm a party animal, a dog food cannibal, burning at the mouth, overloading my brain. You need more money for a war dance, honey. You're too shy to be a Playboy bunny. Take a knockout punch from a fat burger lunch. I like to hear the music when the bodies go crunch. A capital crime, ain't no sign. I like to take a drink. Chorus. Hey, hey, hey. Come on, sing it up. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, hey, hey. Yo, yo, yo. I'm so dry, there's no tear in my eye. Don't be calling me no Rastafari. So try to be cool. Pass me the spliff. Chorus. I said, hey, hey, hey! Yow, yow, yow. Genius.
All right, Steve's rap songs. Was the camera on him? Yeah. Okay, hey, keep it on, Steve. It doesn't matter. You don't have to. Okay, welcome to our entertainment portion of our retrograde show.
Entertainment news. Babies.
Oh,
Stuart joining us. We have entertainment news. New babies in the celebrity
Have a
world.
seat, Steve.
All right.
Well, come on back.
Harry Potter.
okay.
Harry Potter had a baby.
Harry Potter had a
Harry
baby.
Potter didn't have a baby. The actor who played Harry Potter, Daniel
Radcliffe.
And
Okay.
his girlfriend actually had the baby.
What's his girlfriend's name?
Conceived by magic? Do we think he had a little Hogwarts?
Apparently, yes.
Born with glasses and broomstick?
I haven't seen a picture, but I'll try to look that
All
up.
right.
Another baby.
Junior Potter.
Multiple babies. Retrograde. Multiple babies. Hilary Swank, age 48, had twins.
Hillary.
48.
Swankier.
I hope she has amazing affairs.
Amazing. $1 million baby.
Yeah.
She won the Oscar.
Hey, show's over here, Steve.
I'm talking to my audience.
All right, we got tequila. We got a blind taste here going.
Let's do. Yeah, what do we have here,
we're
Leslie?
gonna do some reposado today. None of us know what it is. We've got our little sheets
Do we
here.
mix these up randomly?
No,
Okay.
no.
Keep them in the order they're in.
Keep them in the order.
Okay.
We got some reposado here. Tequila.
We're doing tequila
Just a
tasting.
little background comes from Jalisco region, and the alcohol content averages around 35%, but some go up to 55. I like it because it's a lower percent. It's made from blue agave, and the reposado is aged in oak barrels from 2 to 12 months.
Nice.
So we've got some in front of us. We don't know what it is. We're gonna try.
It's three
to
different
guess.
reposados.
Three different
Three
reposados.
different reposados.
And we're gonna try to guess.
So we're guessing.
We're gonna guess what. Yeah, we're gonna taste. We're gonna guess, and we're gonna reveal.
Wait, what are we guessing?
Yeah, how do we know? What are we writing down?
First one, A.
Oh wait, we have these
Oh,
sheets
which
of
one's
paper.
A?
What's the
Wait, how do we
instructions
know it's
here?
A?
Which one's A?
The first one.
This
Oh.
one.
Oh, that one's A?
Yeah. Okay.
What's this one?
Let's go.
All right, A.
All right, taste. This.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, write down what you think it is.
Do we have-
What
do we have
tequila? I think it is.
Yes.
I mean, do we have
Oh,
options?
I know what that is.
It's gasoline, bro.
Okay.
What if you only know one brand of tequila?
Well,
Why
then
do I
I guess
keep it a
it's going to be
secret?
your answer to all three.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
the next one.
Second one.
B.
Second one.
Steve. Catch up. If you're still watching the show.
It's amazing.
Oh.
Mouthwash.
Do I? What am I choosing from? Just any brand?
Apparently.
From your experience.
I don't know if I've had that one before.
All right. Well, just guess. It's just a guess. There's
I
no
love cheap
I'm
alcohol.
not a fan.
there's no prize. No one gets a car.
Do I need to see?
Okay.
Yeah,
C.
I'm ready for C. I don't know what B was. All right, what do we got here?
My nose doesn't work.
Okay, I have.
It's rubbish. It's
It's
gasoline rubs. Disguised as 100%
I'm not
agave.
sure.
Oh wait.
Boy,
No,
I like A the best. I know
I think I
that.
like A the best as well.
Yeah.
Man, I love
What
this.
happens if you mix them all together?
I mean,
B's not bad.
Oh,
God, let's see.
oh, I really.
Okay.
alternative fuels.
Okay.
Give me some brand names to choose from.
I know.
I'm excited. What are-
Okay. 1800
Oh,
Cazadores, Sauza. What's George Clooney's one? Casamigos.
I think I have my three.
Actually,
All right, what do you got over here?
I'm changing my last one.
Rubbish.
Who knows the answer, by the way?
I've got them here somewhere. Hold on.
I'm not doing it.
Welcome to our retrograde tequila
Don't
testing.
like it. No.
Okay. What do we think the first one is?
And we're out of time, everybody. Thanks for.
What do we think the first one is?
Rubbish.
I think it's Don Julio.
I think it's.
I think it's Don
I
Julio.
put Don Julio. What?
I put.
What do you got, Steve?
Herradura. It's not even-
You didn't even write anything down.
Oh my God.
You wrote nothing down.
Okay. So we all failed that one. It is Casadores.
Really?
First one.
Wow.
Yep.
I liked it the best.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yep.
enough.
That's crap.
That's.
Okay. B. What do we
Wait,
think B is?
I said Casadores.
Since you didn't write anything down yet, what do you think that is in this cup?
Gasoline.
It's
Okay.
gonna say gasoline.
B. What's B?
I wrote 1800, but it's
I said Casadores.
I said Casadores. It's Herradura.
Herradura. Wow. Okay. I
Herradura.
liked Herradura.
I did too.
Jack
It's a
would
little
not
rusty.
drink.
It's really heavy and.
Yeah.
Okay. C.
Don Julio.
I put Casadores, so I'm wrong.
And I put Casamigos. Karina's the winner.
What do I win?
Don Julio for
What
the
does she
win.
win? You
What do
get
I
you get to
win?
drink the rest of these.
Oh! We'll be hurling. Let
Absolutely
the
nothing.
hurling party start.
Nothing. You did nothing. Rubbish. Rubbish. You're all rubbish.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks,
Thank you very
Donnie,
much.
for doing all the
Indulging.
technical audio behind the scenes. Thanks, Steve, Backpack Steve, for.
We need our Spanglish word of the week.
We are
Oh,
trying
we
to learn.
forgot.
Spanglish word of the week, people.
Okay, but thank you, Backpack Steve. Thanks, Felipe.
What's
Thanks
the
for all the
Spanish word of
staff
the week?
here at Tejas. We are live.
Vampiro.
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 Is it Vampiro or Vampiro?
I say vampiro.
I'm going to do mine.
Which is
Vampiro.
I'm doing
vamonos and
impersonation.
rapido.
Steve,
Hey,
is it not the dinosaurs again?
what this
Hey, on our next episode,
I'm doing rubbish.
I don't know. Just come to the next episode. Subscribe, comment, like, do all the things you have to do. Pineapple, pineapple.
Osios, everyone. Thank you.
That's a wrap. What a mess.
Oh my God. That was great.
That was awful.
That was so retrograde.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
They were just laughing their asses off.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure nobody had